What can you expect from the Dash Conference on October 23rd and 24th in Detroit? Sessions, panels, and keynotes that you've never seen before at a radio convention. We'll be featuring some of the top automakers and Tier 1 companies and explore radio's place in today's dashboard as well as the connected cars of the future.
AM and FM is not going away, but I think that it's a smart move from a strategic point of view to take a look at, what chips do you have to lay down for the future in terms of connectivity, and so, really exploring the services out there, whether or not that's on radio, whether or not that's TuneIn or iHeartRadio. I think, the smart thing to do, my personal opinion, is to really place chips on everybody. I think, everything floats to, all boats float when you see a really great business coming in, and that's what we're seeing today in terms of connected vehicles.
Well, I think the radio is never going to go away. Ultimately, there are things that we always want to listen to. But even when we look at an application like TuneIn, for example, TuneIn is a global radio platform. So me growing up in Boston, I can listen to a local Boston radio station regardless of where I am in the world. So radio isn't necessarily going anywhere, but ultimately, can we optimize it or look at those application groups such as a TuneIn that allow us to survive and thrive regardless of where our consumer base is? If we look at this, radio used to be limited to a city, a spot, a location. Apps such as iHeartRadio or TuneIn allow us to listen to that wherever we go.
So the future of AM/FM radio in the car is, it's going to me, I think it's going to become more of a hybrid type of solution where you still have your basic AM/FM, but maybe if you go out of the coverage area, you want to continue to listen to that station that you're listening to, then it's going to flip over to the internet radio streams, and it's just going to create a seamless experience.
Will AM/FM radio always be there?
Well, always is a long time. Currently, absolutely it's there. It's we constantly survey what are people using in the car. Some of it has to do with what's available to them, but even now, by far, broadcast media is the largest source of media, of music, sound, if you will, in the car. It still is. Other ones such as streaming XM, HD, all of those things are coming, and there's a chicken and egg phenomena there as well. What do they have to? What can they pick off the pick list? As we get more and more cars that have multiple options, like our in-tune systems can pick from XM broadcast, they can pick from streaming over the air, multiple sources of streaming over the air, Pandora, as well as others. So we can now develop more data around that. But currently, there's no end in sight for the AM/FM radio.
That's just a sample of the types of professionals and conversations we'll be featuring at Dash. Car companies, automotive suppliers, pure plays, ad agencies, and new audio technologies, they're all a part of Dash. October 23rd and 24th, conveniently located at the beautiful Westin Detroit Metro Airport. For more information, dashconference.com.